Smiling faces in the crowd, smiling faces hopefully in your living room as well, because these kids are performing the Tiger Band from North Allegheny. Let's listen. Here at halftime on our AGH High School Football Game of the Week on WBGN TV. Joining me on the sidelines is their band director, Frank Farina, who we've spoken with before. Frank, always good to see you.
And it's glad. I'm happy to be back again, especially on this great game. This is quite a happening here tonight.
No question. The huge crowd has to inspire not only the football players, but the band members as well.
Over 7,000 people here tonight.
Fantastic. I've got to ask you, Frank, while the band members perform, I have to ask you about the sweatshirts that I've seen you and many of your staff wearing. It says, "The Spirit of NA Rose Parade Marching Band." Can you explain that, please?
This was designed for us by an artist out in California, and they make pins for every unit that's in the parade and the Tournament of Roses parade.
Right.
And we go back and forth and converse about the school, and then they come up with a rendering, and we had a lot of faxes. They finally come up with this as a pin. Well, of course, we adopted this, and it's all over the community. There are signs up made of this. There are little pins made of this. There are stickers made of this. This has been the theme for our band for the year. And you see the number 97 on here. We are the 90. They make a plaque, a huge plaque, and like a picture frame, and they put these pins in that. We're the 97th spot in that picture. And I should also add that Heinz 57 is producing a float for the parade. They are the 57th float, and we are going to be pushing them down the street. We're the 58th unit in the parade.
Outstanding. We'll be looking for you, Frank, and we see it, and you and the kids.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a great week. We have a lot of performances. We have 4 performances out there in California, and a lot of playtime, so it's going to be fun.
All right, good luck in Pasadena, and of course, good luck to your team the remainder of the way tonight and in the playoffs.
Absolutely, we want to go all the way to states and take a busy fall.
You got a few teams to beat in the way, Frank. All righty. Hey, listen, we're gabbing away. Let's listen to the music, huh? And kind of get the scoop on Pasadena.
performed 10 years ago.
Chris Shevlin standing by. I'll compile a couple of stats and come our way in a couple of moments. But, of course, the music continues to roll at halftime, so we'll continue to enjoy it. Tiger Marching Band, and the house is going wild, and you don't want to go anywhere because I got to tell you, there's going to be a whole lot of shaking going on in the second half here with our AGH High School Football Game of the Week on WBGN. Don't touch the dial.
Once again, we are back live here at Newman Stadium. It is 14-7. The North Allegheny Tigers leading here at home tonight. As we take a look at the numbers in this ball game so far, North Allegheny with 8 first downs compared to 6 for North Hills. Of course, rushing yardage, 52 yards on the ground for North Hills, 16 for NA. 80 yards passing for North Hills. All of that came in one fell swoop as Civic got the big strike earlier. 78 yards in the passing department for North Allegheny. Total yardage in the ballgame, North Hills 132 yards, North Allegheny 94. And time of possession in this ball game, 13 minutes 51 seconds with the football in the North Hills hands, and 10:09 for North Allegheny. Some of the individual numbers in the ball game so far as we look at this capacity crowd here tonight at Newman Stadium, and the captains going out to re-greet one another. Mike McMahon, 3 of 4 in the passing department for 78 yards for North Allegheny. Ray Lewis, 7 carries, 7 yards, and a touchdown. Randy Lee, 2 catches for 32 yards. LeVar Arrington of North Hills went over the 4,000-yard mark. He has 11 carries, 49 yards so far in this ball game. Right now he stands with 4,011 career yards in his 4 years of play at North Hills High School. And Brett Zivick is 1 of 5 in the passing department, but that one was an 80-yard touchdown to Bob Hepp following a North Allegheny punt. Scoring in the ball game so far, Ray Brinkley got everybody cooking here with a 64-yard punt return. However, the kick with 1:53 to go in the first period was blocked. North Allegheny took a 6-0 lead. Then Brinkley picked off a Zivick pass inside of a minute left in the first half. And North Allegheny had the ball in the North Hills 43. Later on, North Hills with 9:23 to go in the second period got that touchdown pass from Civic to Hep. That was after a North Allegheny punt. Jim George kicked the extra point good, and that gave North Hills their only lead of the ball game, 7-6. But then North Allegheny struck back quickly. 4:53 to go in the second period when Ray Lewis capped off a 90-yard drive that went 10 plays in 4 minutes and 24 seconds. Lewis taking it in after that 1-yard plunge was set up by a 54-yard pass to Brinkley from McMahon down to the 1. Lewis added the 2-point conversion. NA leads it 14-7, wearing their black and gold here at home tonight at Newman Stadium. Keith, it's been a whale of a ball game thus far.
It has indeed. Seen a lot of things. And, you know, isn't it interesting how LeVar Arrington goes over the 4,000-yard mark, and because of the size of the game, we almost didn't notice.
Now a short kick. And is Gailey on the return, one of the up men, and he'll take it back to the 43-yard line. And Beatty Kiefer brings him down on the play, but comes up limping.
Hey, you know, you talk about 4,000 yards. How about last week? Penn Trafford running back Matt Gavrich. He became the first Quad A running back to top 4,000 yards with his 207-yard effort against Indiana, and he is just a junior.
Wow.
Oh, my.
These guys get better and better every year.
Great googly boogly, huh?
Yeah, he was the 16th ball player to do it. As you mentioned, Keith, first in Quad A. Arrington becomes the second Quad A back to do it, and the 17th overall. Now we have a stoppage of play here by the officials.
Yep.
And a timeout by North Hills.
Odd Bodkins, huh? Hey, listen, while we do that, let's finish up our quiz. I talked about one of the toughest stadiums in the WPIAL of late, a stadium you wouldn't think of. You mentioned this one, and this one has been very difficult lately for opponents to come into. Yeah. But no, not this one. We're here tonight. How about Turtle Creek Stadium?
Oh, that's right.
Home of the Woodland Hills Wolverines, where they have won 11 straight, including, of course, an upset last week over these very same North Allegheny Tigers. Who you wouldn't think it, but by gosh, you want to, because Woodland Hills believes. Also, if Woodland Hills wins tonight, they're talking about playoff action, aren't they?
That's absolutely correct. That was a big win for them last week.
Huge.
To put them in position for the playoffs.
Huge.
And, yeah, their destiny's in their own hands.
Okay, here we go.
All right, McMahon sets it out to Lee. On the right side, it's complete at the 49-yard line, and Arrington bumps him out of bounds.
Bumps him. What?
All right,
Holy
you were closest
Christmas.
to it.
Now, I'm right here,
it.
so maybe it means a little more, but he took Randy Lee, and he knocked him sideways a good 5 yards. Just took him right off his feet. Whew.
Well, it was a big bump. Now Lee
a big bump. Okay.
will trot out to the left side. And again, the no-huddle offense, and McMahon trying to scurry his players around out there and get them into position, and he does. A slot left and a wing right. And that's Jones in motion, and now we didn't get the snap, but everybody was running, and everybody but the center knew to get going here.
Well, you know, it's everything that's going on.
Well, stuff happens. Ben Kuntz is the center, and it looks like they're going to march this one off against North Hills. They were offsides. So Kuntz was the hero here, as he did not snap the football.
Yeah, and I'll tell you who it was. I think it was LeVar Arrington. I'm not sure what he was using as a key, but he was kind of creeping in, and I think he got a little too close up to the center, because that's where he was coming in from his linebacker position.
All right, it's first down for North Allegheny by virtue of the penalty, 14-7. The Tigers lead. Here's Jones sweeping left. And Jones trying to make a cut-in move and can only pick up a yard, but penalty flags are flying as he was taken down on the far side of play. Martin was there. John Soper was there. And we've got a clipping call against North Allegheny. Keith, you mentioned earlier we have a little double duty this weekend as we're going to bring you the Battle for the Bridge, the biggest trophy in all of football. High school, college, or professional. The Monaca-Rochester Bridge, as it is now known, but Rochester wants to call it the Rochester-Monaca Bridge.
Right.
They may change the sign if Rochester wins. If Monaca can pull off the upset tomorrow night,
right,
the name will remain the same.
And if they should do that, buy stock in the map companies, because, you know, the map companies have to go out and reprint all the maps and change the name of the bridge.
That's right.
And they make a lot of money in the map companies with the stock market.
Not to mention the sign company.
That's a tip that I got years ago from Rand McNally.
No, insider trading?
Yes.
Here's McMahon. Swing pass right side. Jones hauls it in. 40 up to the 46. 5, and that's it. Arrington licks him down, and still the Tigers have a long way to go.
You know what? You question on this play how LeVar Arrington ever managed to get 4,000 yards rushing, how he keeps the energy. Look how hard he plays on defense. And he has been in on a lot of defensive plays tonight, Chris. Look at that hit.
Well, Penn State wants him to be a linebacker up there, and that is linebacker U. And you understand how he gets so much attention from Jopa. Now McMahon firing one into Lewis's hands at the 49-yard line, and he made the tough catch and hauled it in, and they're going to pick up another 4 yards on the play. But still, it's third down and long, third at about 15 yards to go for North Allegheny. We're in the opening moments here, this second half. North Allegheny with a 14-7 lead here at home tonight on the carpet. And McMahon going without the huddle as he has all night long. Trip set to the right side this time. And McMahon looking right. And he's got his man Jones, and he was wide open, but he did not make the catch of the 44.
And I have to question why. Todd Jones was there, wide open, great coverage. You know, he's the second man back. He is I believe, the primary receiver, but they're flooding the zone. Todd Jones is just the old proverbial hit him in a bad place. I don't know what he was thinking of, whether he was thinking to turn quickly or what. He just plain flat out missed the ball that he should have had. That happens.
Might have had the first down had he caught it and run with it, but he did not. So instead, it's a punt situation for North Allegheny. And McMahon is in to kick.
Ooh, nearly
That's
blocked.
a good rush, but he gets it away.
That was nearly blocked.
Martin chased down to the 11-yard line. Martin will be decked at the 16. Excellent pursuit. And Ray Lewis was downfield with a bunch of his black-shirted buddies.
You know, Martin couldn't make up his mind there. You got to make up his mind one way or the other. You got to go somewhere, you know.
Jason Bader also in on the coverage. Todd Jones downfield as well. It's first down and 10. North Hills with the football. They trail by a touchdown with 9:32 to go here in the third quarter of play. Keith, we ought to send a special thank you to Terry Romali. He is the North Allegheny TV teacher in their television class here. He and some of his students helped out our crew today prepare for this game, and we thank them very much for all of their assistance here on WBGN's AGH Game of the Week. Pitch back, Arrington slices his way upfield to the 20 and picks up 4 on the carry. Second down, 6 yards to go for the Indians. There's LeVar Arrington catching a breath there in the huddle. Not only does he give a pounding, but he can take a pounding as well, playing just about the entire ball game with the exception of the special teams. Now we've got motion right. Arrington following the block. 25, first down, 30, 32. LeVar Arrington and the Indians move it out of there, and they have another first down. See Arrington take the pitch around the right side, following the block of tight end Brad Schaefer. And finding some big yards. It's first down and 10. North Hills with the football at its own 32-yard line. We have 8:30 to play here in the third quarter. 14-7. NA is on top. Shentis Pettigrew is the wingman to the left side for North Hills, and Hepp is out wide right. Inside handoff. No, they fake it to the first man, and Pettigrew takes it around the right side. He's the second guy coming through the backfield as Zivik was being rope tackled around the ankles, and he is able to advance that ball somehow for a couple of yard gain to the 34, and it's second down and 8. Keith?
Chris, you want to talk about big games drawing lots of attention, even from people who maybe you think would have their fill of football? John Banaszak, formerly of the Steelers, with us, and of course John's spent a little time with a little college football, right?
Yeah, I'm down at Washington Jefferson College and trying to see if there's a lot of kids that could fit into our program out on the field tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know who you would pick, John. A lot of good talent.
Well, there's an awful lot. If I had my choice, I know who I'd go after, but he's already committed.
Indeed, indeed. Does this take you back when you went through everything in Super Bowls and the pros. Does this take you back?
Oh, yeah, it does, Keith. To me, this is the greatest part of my job now is to come watch these young kids, try to sell them on Washington and Jefferson College. There's maybe one kid on the field tonight that will do what I did. And this is what the game is all about.
Indeed it is. Thanks, John. Good to see you.
Keith. Thank you.
John Banaszak, formerly of the Steelers, and with Washington and Jefferson here in our AGH High School football game of the week.
Civic wants to throw it again. This time to the near side. Martin catches it, has the North Hills first down at the 45 and rolls to the 49-yard line. Civic looking left the whole way, and Martin was open. Found that seam in the defense. Finally, Derek Brinkley and Ray Lewis team up to bring him down, but not until he gets the first down, just shy of the 49. First and 10. North Hills, 7:05 to go. Clock winding, third quarter. And the Tigers of North Allegheny leading 14-7. Now Schaefer in motion right. Pitch back. Arrington with the football. Inside of NA territory, down to the 45, and a pickup of 6 yards on the run off the right side.
Chris, you talk about big games drawing all kinds of interest. There was John Banaszak. Look who's here. Keith Willis used to be with the Steelers. Hi, Keith.
Hey, how you doing, bud?
All right. What do you think? High school football here in the North Hills. Is it as attractive as it was when you were playing?
Oh, this is very attractive. This is high school at its best right here in North Allegheny. You can't beat this.
Okay. Since you were between the yard lines, what are you doing?
I'm working up at Slippery Rock University, coaching up there, defensive line.
Ah, there you go. And I'm supporting a little scouting going on.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you got John Banaszak over here taking the players that I'm looking at. I'm taking his players. So, hey, we're in competition with one another.
There you go, Chris. Keith Willis here on the sidelines with us. Thanks, Keith.
Yeah, you got it.
We're going to have a brawl between coaches from colleges out there.
Yeah. We'll get them arm wrestling right later for the best picks.
That'll do it. That'll do it. That's fair. We had a face mask penalty up on top of that gain, so add that on. And North Hills with the football at the NA 30-yard line, and now the inside handoff to Tom Martin. And he gets down to the 27-yard line. Knapp was in there on the stop, so was Smith for NA, and it's second down and 7 after a gain of 3 by Tom Martin. 6 minutes, 3 seconds. Clock winding away here in the third quarter. North Hills working the football upfield now as the Tigers hold on to a 14-7 lead here in the second half.
Hey, Chris, you know what I find interesting about coming to a game like this and,
What's that?
And finding John Banaszak and Keith Willis here watching the games? Not the fact that they're here watching and scouting, but that they are super Steelers. They're still here. They're still in the area.
Oh, yeah.
They're still part of the football tradition.
This is home. It's home to all of us. Arrington fighting his way out to the right sideline, trying to get home to that end zone, but tripped up after a couple of yard gain. It'll be a 3rd down and 4 situation now for the North Hills Indians, operating the football just inside the North Allegheny 25. 5:10 to play, third quarter. This game moving quickly. This team's working the ball on the ground decently. They've been able to connect up top as well. This is Zivic. He wants to throw. Coming near side, Martin at the 15. First down North Hills as he is tackled shy of the 10-yard line at about the 11. Big play for North Hills. And Adib Abia making the stop on the play for North Allegheny.
Huge. That's all you can say is huge. These kids they have so much heart. I am so impressed with the fact that these kids, not just these kids, all of the kids here in southwestern Pennsylvania play football this way. This is huge.
First down and 10 from the 11-yard line. North Hills can get another first down just outside of the 1 if they need to do so. Here's the handoff to Arrington. He's going to crash the left side. I don't even think he got to the 10-yard line. He's shy of that spot. Excellent coverage by the defense.
First man in, Chris, first man in, number 7, Jimmy Smith, to trip him up, and the rest of the NA defense right there to make sure that Big LeVar Arrington only gets about I would say about a half of a yard.
Well, Keith, one of my keys coming into the ball game in the pregame show tonight was defense, defense, defense. I think the team that plays the best defense is the team that's going to win this ball game here tonight. You see, the offenses are putting their points up on the board, but I've got a feeling when it comes down to that fourth quarter, it's going to be defense. Now it's Martin shifting gears over to the right side, and now we've got a timeout, I believe, called by North Hills, and yes, we do. So that is their second timeout called of this half. 3:44 left here, third quarter, 14-7 NA on top of North Hills, and we do want to remind you that production assistance has been provided by D&G Rentals in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, your grand rental station. Give them a call at 843-5500. That's D&G Rentals in beautiful downtown Beaver Falls, PA. And I do mean beautiful. 14-7. North Allegheny leading the North Hills Indians with 3 minutes 44 seconds to go. North Hills calls a timeout here with the ball second down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Full house here at Newman Stadium. They've been talking about this game for weeks.
Hey, you know, you want to talk about another team that's doing pretty well. How about the original football, which we refer to as soccer? Tip of the hat goes to Quaker Valley Soccer. Those guys logged their 16th shutout of the season, and they are now just a mere 20-0 on the year.
Is that
they
all?
deserve congratulations.
That they do.
Yeah.
That's stellar. That is stellar. No doubt about that. All right, here we go. Timeout over. McCurry sends his troops back out onto the playing surface. And we've got the ball just inside the 11-yard line as Zivic steps the offense up to the line. Second down and 10. Arrington dots the I. We've got Schaefer in motion to the right, and again a penalty flag this time. Another stoppage.
Chris, I'm about 3 yards from the line of scrimmage, and I did not see any interior movement. If it was there, I did not see it. I saw the NA guys just jump, and I am not really sure.
It's against
there's the call.
Allegheny.
And once again, the guy with the other microphone's talking, and I'm not sure.
That was a ref.
Yeah, well, I know what it was. What did he say?
He said something about second down.
Oh, okay.
It's still second down is what he said, basically. All right,
it was against NA.
Second down in less than 5. I'll point that out. The ball is inside the 6.
So the official agrees with me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't he? Don Wood some speed around that right side end. And look at the blocking. Schaefer and Zoper out front. Excellent play by North Hills. And we've got a player shaken up on the far side. It is the ball carrier, Tom Martin. 37 seconds left in the third period of play. Chris Shublin with Keith James. North Allegheny has a 14-9 lead. Again, that lead just shrunk moments ago when Tom Shaughnessy trapped Mike McMahon in the end zone for his safety. Now North Hills seems to have the momentum, although Martin shaken up on the play, and they're going to check on him. Again, on Saturday night, doubleheader night here on WBGN TV, as we have 2 AGH high school football games of the week. We'll have a replay of this game, the North Hills-North Allegheny game, at 7 o'clock. That'll be followed by a special interview with Executive Director Chuck Heberling of the WPIL, and after that, it'll be the replay of the Monaca-Rochester game. That won the battle for the bridge in Beaver County, a Class A showdown between 2 teams that have been playing football since the early days of high school football in this area. And we're going to take a look at Martin's run again. And again, the blocking just excellent. And Edmondson rolled him over, and he was shaken up on the play. But Martin is up and okay, and that's good news. First down and 10, North Hills with the football. This is Zivic handing off to Arrington. Has a nice big hole on the right side inside the 30 and tripped up at the 29-yard line. Fumble on the play, and North Allegheny comes up with the football. How about that? They've been ball hawking all night long on Arrington. And it looked like Luke Parks was the one who came up with the ball. And it indeed is credited to Luke Parks. Fumble recovery, and North Allegheny is back in business, and more importantly, they shut down the North Hills offense this time with 18 seconds to play in the third quarter. NA leading 14-9, and the Tigers with the ball again. They send three people out right side. McMahon with a short drop and a pass out to the left side. It's caught, and that was Lee. Lee picking up yardage out to the 35-yard line as we head down as the third quarter comes to an end. So, at the end of three, it is North Allegheny 14, North Hills 9, back with a deciding and final fourth period of play right after this timeout on the AGH High School football game of the week on WBGN TV.
You're watching WBGN TV.
This is a Lamborghini Countach. It has a top speed of 185 miles per hour. That's fast.
This is Point Park College's Saturday Fast degree. This accelerated program can be earned in 2 years attending only Saturday classes. That's fast, too.
Lamborghini's flawless engineering gives the driver control.
Point Park's Saturday Fast schedule is designed to give students control.
Well, we have to give the edge and styling to the Lamborghini.
Point Park's Saturday Fast program is sure to turn a few heads, too. Now, 2 new campus locations, Butler County Community College Cranberry and Community College of Beaver County.
Our first night out without the baby. Deb's more nervous than the first time we ever went out. I handled it back then, too.
Page time. So the babysitter can reach us.
I haven't lost my touch.
Here's a great gift for your Valentine. Page Time paging service for under $9 a month. Order now and get a brand new Motorola pager for only $49.95, plus 2 months of voicemail free. For this sweetheart of a deal, call Page Time at 800-870-2220.
Recognized nationally as the leader in broadcasting high school football, you're watching WBGN TV.
Back to the action here at Newman Stadium. It's 14-9. North Allegheny in the lead over North Hills. And McMahon and company trying to get things going. Randy D to the left and 3 men out to the right side. They're looking for Lee left side, and McMahon's pass thrown low. I'm not sure if it was caught. It was on the near sideline at the 40. It looks as if it was. A shoestring catch, yes indeed, by Randy Lee. And we have a better view of it here. And you better believe it, Randy Lee with a tough catch and tucked it in the crouch of his right arm. And they're going to measure the down on this one with 11:45 to play in the football game, and the Tigers ahead 14-9 here at home.
Hey, Chris, on the sidelines, checking in with a North Allegheny Tiger, doing a little, you can teach me that dance? Okay. Want to announce the first down that everybody loves. Look at here, the Tigers wearing this red ribbon. We'll tell you what that red ribbon's all about in just a moment.
All right.
Right? That's good stuff, right, Tiger?
That's a deal.
Tiger says thumbs up.
And the Tigers say first down as well.
Hey, I'm hanging out with a Tiger. I'm hanging out. Look at here.
I just want to know if you have him by the tail.
No. I'm not going to go there with that. That's your...
All right, we've got motion, and now McMahon being chased. The ball thrown up into the air, tipped and incomplete. Big rush that time, and McMahon was lucky to get out of there with his life. Again, great defensive play by the Indians, and that ball batted down brings us second down and 10 with 11:33 to go. Of course, the big battle here tonight for the conference championship in the Quad North. Both teams are already guaranteed a playoff berth as we head to a different type of 10th week of the season here this year. Now Ray Lewis trying to carry the ball on the ground at the 40-yard line. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Bounces forward on second effort for maybe nothing there. They're going to call it third down and 10. He just barely got back to the line.
Hey, look at this smiling face in the sidelines. Hi there, what's your name?
Becca?
Okay, and you're with the North Allegheny cheerleaders, yes?
Yes.
Okay, now look how hard you're talking about cheering hard. Look at this. She's smiling, but she's working hard. Look. She's giving skin.
Uh-oh.
That is how tough this game is tonight. You're cheering that hard.
Yep.
All right, you'll be okay, though?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
You're going to stay in the game. This is a tough game.
McMahon's going to throw. He's got a man wide open in his cot. And North Allegheny is going to move the football all the way down to the 38-yard line. A great pass and run, Rick Lavelle, the tight end.
Kevin Canary with big catches in the past and a huge catch there.
Oh, that was Canary. My mistake.
Oh, yes, it was. We've seen him in the past. He made a big catch against Upper St. Clair in our second game of the season.
6'2", 220 pounds. Canary with a good catch and run off the combination of McMahon's throwing, and now Ray Lewis trying to break loose out of that backfield. North Allegheny has had a tough time running on North Hills here tonight, although they lead in the football game 14-9. And now which way is momentum shifting?
Big Mo's been all over the place tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, Mo has changed uniforms from black and gold to red and white a number of occasions here. Second down, 7 yards to go after a gain of 3 by Lewis. McMahon chased, hit, spins, but he can't get away. He's dumped at the 43-yard line.
Well, I just think you're going to see a good read on the play by the defense of the North Hills Indians here as they understand that I think the intent was to throw the football. We saw some good downfield pursuit good downfield attempt by Brinkley to get open. Yeah. But North Hills made it a little too tough for McMahon to throw. Back to you, Chris. Please help me.
Josh Beck with a big hit on the quarterback, and McMahon wants to throw again. Screen pass near side. Lewis, 45-40. Lewis has room, 35. He makes a cut in.
Oh, he's gone.
30. He's going to go. Ray Lewis is going to go for the touchdown. He's in. North Allegheny takes a 20-9 lead over North Hills with 9:25 to play. 37 yards.
The cut, the moves, the speed, the desire. Number 21, Ray Lewis. What a spark plug. And that hurts the North Hills Indians big time.
His second touchdown of the game.
Oh, my.
And now the Tigers are going to want to go for 2 here, it appears.
Well, I would.
Look at this. Nobody in the backfield behind Mike McMahon.
You think he's going to throw the ball?
I don't think he has a choice unless he's going to run it himself.
Yeah, here he goes, looking.
And he fires it in, and it is incomplete.
Ooh.
Incomplete, intended for Randy Lee at the post to the left side. And the score will remain 20-9, but an 11-point advantage for North Allegheny with 9:25 to play in the football game.
Well, Tommy Martin all over on the coverage for the 2 points for the North Hills Indians, but the real damage has been done by Ray Lewis. Now, of course, the 2 points would have been most beneficial to him given the safety that was scored earlier on. So there's still some interesting things that can happen with the score, but the big thing is that the North Hills Indians have to get their offense going and come up with a score, and they haven't been able to do that since early on in this football game.
9 plays, 74 yards in 2 minutes, 48 seconds, a 37-yard touchdown pass from Mike McMahon to Ray Lewis. And the conversion attempt failed. So it's 20-9, North Allegheny.
Chris, how much do you think home field advantage means? And I want you to know that that's probably why this game means so much. These two teams are so close together. I don't necessarily want to indicate that they share a home field, but being backyards to one another, they look for every advantage they can get. And when you have a band that's this close to everything, and when you have your fans that are sitting right here by the thousands, home field means a lot.
Here's Bob Hepp on the return, and he's got plenty of room. Hepp to the 43-yard line. And he was brought down by Jim Smith.
I don't believe the North Hills Indians are done by any stretch of the imagination.
Not after returns like that,
Hey, listen, you want to know how hard this game is? I'll tell you how hard hitting this game is. Look at this. They are literally knocking the chin straps off of each other out there. Now this, that is just ripped off in contact. That's one hard-hitting football game.
That is hard. When they start knocking chin straps off, you're in trouble, brother.
I'm not making that one up.
You caught that one in midair, right?
Yeah.
All right,
look at
throw
this
out
pass.
right side. Hepp hauls it in at the 45-yard line, slides in for a 12-yard pickup and a first down. And it will be at the North Allegheny 45-yard line with 9 minutes, 8 seconds to go. Remember the score, 20-9, North Allegheny in the lead. Jack McCurry sends quarterback Brett Civic back out onto the playing surface with a play that he hopes will break something open quickly.
I think he has to watch out this late in the game that he doesn't wear Civic out with that back and forth stuff.
Well, one thing we do know, they need 2 scores.
Yep.
So they're going to have to get one of them quickly here if they can.
That's math even you can do.
Yep, that was an easy one. All right, Civic to throw. And he whips one out left side. It's caught by Martin inside the 40, 35, and another first down, and another gain of 12 yards by North Hills.
We just watched a great cutout by Martin and a great look by Civic to see that he's got Martin open and just bingo puts it in the little guy's hand, and that's the Ray Lewis of the North Hills Indians right there, I think.
Keep in mind that North Hills, North Allegheny, and Woodland Hills have all clinched playoff berths here in the Quad North Conference. But who will be the champion? Now the run, Arrington trapped and put down, and I believe that was Ryan Edmondson, and it was.
Yeah.
5'11", 185, a senior, and Edmondson came in there and took Arrington down.
He just fired, didn't he? Look at that fire.
Whew. Put his shoulder down, grabbed him with the right arm, and whipped him around. Second down, and a little more than 10. Chettis Pettigrew to the right side, a slot left formation now. Arrington the single setback behind Civic. Civic wants to throw, has a man, complete.
Great
Far
catch.
side to Hepp. And it's another first down for North Hills at the North Allegheny 22-yard line. And the Indians continue to move the sticks with 7:34 to play in the football game, trailing 20-9.
Bobby Hepp with a jumping catch. Good hands, good lead. Way to bring it in and way to keep the pressure on, given the fact that the clock is rolling at 7:34 in the fourth quarter. Time is not on the side of the North Hills Indians if they don't fool around, but they got to get it in the end zone within the next minute or so, and they have to get the football back, of course.
Hepp already has a touchdown in this game, an 80-yard reception from Civic. First down and 10 after that big catch. North Allegheny showing blitz. They're going to hand off. North Hills does to Arrington, and he is trapped in the backfield again. Ryan Edmondson and company in there, along with Luke Parks. Also Jim Smith out of the secondary.
You know, momentum is it me, or is momentum changing on every play? Offense, big play. Defense, big play. Offense, big play. Defense, big play. Whew.
Yeah, everybody's on the edge of the seat here. I mean,
no question.
This game's still up for grabs with 7:03 to go, even though North Hills needs 2 scores. We've seen them score fast.
This is as good as the Yankees beating the Braves. Timeout here for the North Hills Indians.
They have called 3 timeouts in this second half. You know, I started telling you that here in the Quad North, North Hills, North Allegheny, and Woodland Hills have all clinched. Now, of course, in this ball game, if North Hills comes back and wins and Woodland Hills beats Shaler, then North Hills is first, Woodland Hills would be second, and NA would be third. However, if North Allegheny hangs on here and they're up by 11 points, North Hills would be second, and then Woodland Hills would be third. Now, what is significant about being in first place this year is that you get a first-round bye. In other words, you don't have to play next week. However, the second and third place teams will have to play teams from other conferences. It will be considered the first round of the playoffs. Now, all of the teams that did not make the playoffs, if you're not first, second, and third in your conference, you have the right to go out and schedule a game. And the WPIL has a committee that is scheduling games, and they'll be meeting Sunday morning to decide who plays whom And there are a handful of schools, Keith, that decided not to play in the 10th week, no matter the outcome. It's a little bit different, but it's kind of interesting. I kind of like the idea. And we've got Zivic chased. He throws, and it will be almost picked up by Randy Lee, but he elected to just let the ball drop. The pass was intended for Hepp, running a fly pattern to the left flag.
Tip of the hat and credit to Randy Lee. I got to tell you, Chris, with emotions this high, this much energy going on, he could have very easily just grabbed that football, but he was actually thinking about it, and I think he did indeed, personally and intentionally, let it drop instead of making the interception way back there.
Maybe, maybe not. That was only a second down pass, so might have been wiser to pick it up if he could. He perhaps could not. It's 3rd down and 12, though. Zivic wants to throw. The ball knocked up into the air and batted down. I'll tell you what.
That's heads-up football.
Zivic put the ball up in the air. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and very alertly, Tom Shaughnessy saw the ball floating up there. He was one of the offensive linemen. He batted it down to the floor.
Yeah, look at the big guys coming in, and Willie Knapp getting his hands up there, and everybody getting their hands up there, and the bingo. Zivic just can't get over it, and then, again, like you say, Shaughnessy saying, whoop, let me get that one down on the floor in a hurry.
Mike Urey got his left hand up there and tipped the football away. That was the deflector.
It's almost a basketball play, huh?
Pretty much. 4th down and 12, and North Hills, with 6:49 to go in the game, needs at least a first down. They're down by 11. North Allegheny playing a whale of a ball game here tonight at home. Here's Zivic throwing it up, looking for the corner. Nobody home. He was looking for either Martin or Sepp. Martin, the closest man to the ball, but good coverage on the play again. Brinkley was back, and so is Ray Lewis.
That was a coverage, or that was a pattern problem that they had because Martin was running out this way, Knapp was running that way. I believe, I may be wrong, but I believe they were both supposed to flood the zone because as soon as the ball fell between them, they scissored out like this. When the ball fell between them in the end zone, they both kind of looked at each other like, hey, wasn't I supposed to be you? Something was wrong on that play. Very costly for North Hills.
North Allegheny takes over on downs. And they go to Todd Jones on the ground, and Jones able to gallop his way up over the 26-yard line. He picks up about 3. Close to the 27 he goes. 2nd down, 7 yards to go for the Tigers with a no-huddle offense in gear. Yeah, they caught some heat for running that no-huddle early on in the season when they blew Ambridge off the field, something like, what was it, 83-7 or something like that? It was brutal. I've got to tell you something. They've got it in gear here tonight. 2nd down, 7 yards to go with 6:06 to play. The clock turns. Now we've got a handoff and a quick opener to Ray Lewis, who finally burst through on the offensive side of the ball. They've been spotting him all night long. And Lewis gallops over the 35-yard line as we gallop back down to the sidelines with Keith James.
Chris, I got to tell you, one of the things I enjoy most about when we do a game with the North Hills Indians is the opportunity to get together with the Indians mascot for a little Indian talk. And like I was saying, Tecumseh, what a great warrior.
Yeah, well, what about Chief Dan George?
What about him?
He could act, too.
Good point. Well, all right, well then, Little Big Man.
Academy Award all the way.
No question about it. I just love this Indian talk.
So do I.
There's Lewis again, out to the right side, up to the 43-yard line. You know how to pull him out of the stands, man.
Kimosabe. Now, you know, if no one has seen us do any of these games, if they didn't see us do, when we do, I think we did North Hills, what, about the 3rd game of the season?
Yeah, we did North Allegheny.
They're absolutely clueless as to how clever that was to connect Indian talk from that game into this game. Trust me, it was brilliant, and it was funnier than you even know.
Oh, it relates.
Right.
It relates. 2nd down and 3. And the ball will go up the middle again, and it will be to the 45-yard line, and it's Ray Lewis. 3rd down and short. North Allegheny just keeps coming at you. 4:41 to play. Brinkley was thinking about coming in, and he decided to stay out. Canary, the tight end, is in the huddle right now with Mike McMahon. Canary will go to the right side. It's a tight set. Full house, straight T backfield. 3rd down and 1. Blitz coming. McMahon hit and leveled, and the ball is loose. There's a fight for it at the 43-yard line. I saw Ray Lewis go down to the field and try to dig it out of there. And it's still North Allegheny's football. What a blitz. Arrington leaping over the line of scrimmage to grab the quarterback by the helmet, and McMahon felt him coming. But he did cover, and it's 4th down and 3. And McMahon and the offense are still out there, or are they? I don't see McMahon. I see Lewis in the backfield. Let's take another look at that blitz. Look at Arrington going over the middle of the line of scrimmage.
Like a 747 coming at you, huh?
He was in flight, full flight.
6'4", what, 228, something like that?
Now North Allegheny's going to take a delay penalty here.
Hey, while they do that, let me explain to you. Earlier we saw the North Allegheny Tiger with the red ribbon, and here we have on the North Hills section of the sideline. Your name is?
Amy Wipkowski.
Okay, and Amy, what do you have here on your?
I have a red ribbon on, and this week was SAD sponsored the Red Ribbon Week, and each student throughout the district got a red ribbon, and we all wore them to the game tonight. We switched them with the NA cheerleaders at the beginning of the game for good luck.
Ah, there you go. Good luck both ways. Thank you very much, Amy. Okay, we'll be back to explain more about that in a moment.
Strong rush. McMahon able to get the punt away. Back at the 20. Martin gets it out to the 26, and that's it. 3:23 to play. Quarter number 4. North Allegheny 20. North Hills 9. Indians with the ball here. Let's see what they can do with it.
Okay, Chris, you're wondering about Red Ribbon Week.
Yeah, what about this stuff?
Here it is. You can celebrate Red Ribbon Week and a drug-free life. And right here's a lady who can help us explain what that's all about. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Jill Wesley Williams from the North Hills School District.
Okay, can you tell me about Red Ribbon Week?
Yes, I can. Red Ribbon Week is a national holiday which celebrates a safe and drug-free lifestyle for the youth. And we're encouraging everybody this evening, North Hills and North Allegheny, by having red ribbons on display. And a lot of the audience is wearing red ribbons. This is the North Hills red ribbon, and we also have North Allegheny red ribbons this evening, symbolizing that we want our kids to be safe and drug-free. No use of drugs.
And Chris, I want you to know, this is really, they have one of these in your size. Really?
I think they have one in everybody's size. As we saw Ray Lewis come up with a big interception, then he fumbled it away. But North Allegheny recovers, and look where the Tigers end up with the football deep in North Hills territory. Let's view it again here as Zivic drops back and lets it fly. Lewis, I described him one of the better athletes we've seen in these high school games of the week, sponsored by Allegheny General Hospital this year, with a big pickoff. Ball fumbled ahead, and Brinkley was able to recover it, though, and North Allegheny in business again. And here's a run around the right side. Mike Urey inside the 10 to the 6. North Allegheny looking for an insurance TD here with inside of 3 minutes to play in the football game.
Chris, this may be a story. All these fans, big game, but look at this. Getting home means something. They're starting to leave already. They're looking at that scoreboard, 20-9 with 2:44 left, and a lot of these fans are already starting to head for Le Exit.
Not to mention
I think
McKnight Road and Route 19.
Well, what they want to do is they want to get home in time to catch the WBGN AGH High School Football Game of the Week.
Could very well be.
And watch everything that we do. That's what they want to do.
That's because they're trying to figure out what we do.
They also want to see the special replay tomorrow of this game, which in the North Hills area is on I think it's 22, and that starts at 7
o'clock.
And then, of course, at 10 o'clock, we will be on the air with Monaca at Rochester in the Bridge game.
That's right, biggest trophy in all of sports, the Bridge. It is 3rd down and 5 yards to go. McMahon in the offense, keeping it going. Play fake. McMahon wants to throw. Chased, hit, and he bounces loose. McMahon to the 5. He's in for the touchdown.
Oh, it's all over.
Oh, did he keep his head or what? And penalty flags everywhere. But that was after McMahon had jumped into goal.
And an injured player behind for North Hills.
1:42 to play in the football game. And, yep, we got the call. The touchdown will stand. Let's see it again. Look at McMahon looking. Can't find any openings. Nobody open. North Hills actually handled the play defense very, very well, but arm tackling is not going to bring down a nifty runner like McMahon. Not till he's in the end zone anyway. Well, we have an injured player out there on the field. Is Jim Rankin, the head coach of North Allegheny, looking on, and the trainers out there checking out the injured player. 3 plays, 11 yards, a 6-yard run by quarterback Mike McMahon. And North Allegheny is out to a 26-9 lead here with 1:42 to play in the football game. And Rankin still running up and down the sidelines, talking with his assistants, and just trying to make sure that everybody's going to keep their heads for the final moments.
Well, of course, what this means is first place in the conference. I mean, they were in the playoffs.
Yeah.
There's no question. This also means that they will not finish third, which was a possibility for North Allegheny if they had lost this game, or I should say if they lose it. It's still 1:42 left, and it ain't over till it's over. But they could have wound up third. Instead, they guaranteed themselves top spot, and most importantly, that bye.
Well, we have an injury timeout, so we'll take a break. 1:42 to play in the football game. North Allegheny 26, North Hills 9. Back after this on the AGH High School Football Game of the Week on WBGN TV.
Both satellite and cable TV can bring you news of the world. Both can tell you how gold's doing on the London market and how car makers are doing in Mexico. But cable brings you the really big events, like highlights of the city championship game between the Beech Grove Bombers and the Carlsbad Cougars, because cable carries local news. Satellite TV doesn't. TCI. We're a little more down to earth.
Still checking out the injured player on the field as you take the panoramic view of this stadium.
Yeah, I can't tell you that. I still can't see the number of the player. I'm not sure who it is down for the Indians, but they're taking their time with him.
That they are.
I know the good news is that they have moved him. He was on his side, and they've moved him over onto his back, so that's always a good move when they start, they feel confident enough to move him around and stretch him out a little bit. He may have just been zinged pretty good, as hard-hitting as that play was.
That guy out there in the beige sweater, I think that's Dr. DeMeo, isn't it? He was our pregame show guest. I know he is the doctor from AGH who works with the North Hills Football Club and the athletes at North Hills High School.
I can't see from my vantage point.
1:42 to play in the football game, and we have a 26-9 lead by North Allegheny. Remember, there were penalty flags that flew after McMahon went into the end zone, and we haven't had all of that deciphered just yet because of the injury timeout, but this is the more important of the events happening right now. We just want to make sure that this young player is going to be okay.
Well, you talk about okay, it's certainly okay with all these North Allegheny fans that their team came back, because I want to tell you, they were seriously down after losing 25-20 to Woodland Hills last week, and a tip of the hat to the Wolverines of Woodland Hills for pulling off that big win. But they were worried about where they might wind up, because, again, if they had lost this game, and if Woodland Hills had won at the same time this weekend, that meant that North Allegheny would have finished third in the conference. And that, psychologically, right in here going into the playoffs, it's not where you want to be. Instead, coming up big offensively against a very, very, very tough North Hills defense means the world to this team over here wearing the black and gold. It also means, of course, that they get the #1 spot in the Quad North Conference, and most importantly, Chris Shevlin, they get the bye in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs, which indeed, by the way, you will be able to watch right here on WBGN TV, thanks to our good friends at Allegheny General Hospital.
That's absolutely right, Keith. We'll have a first-round game next Friday night, as, of course, we have to wait to determine where we're going to be. We're not even sure yet. We were in Chuck Everling's office yesterday discussing that, and all the possibilities will be drawn up on Sunday morning, and then Monday night they'll have their annual football pairings meeting in Green Tree.
Well,
and as soon as they make the announcements, we'll determine which game we'll be at, and I guarantee you it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, and if they have popcorn there, I will be there.
What, at the pairings meeting or at the game?
Either one. Oh, my. Speaking of Chuck Heberling, I'll tell you what, you can hear a lot of things about him, but the one thing that is certainly so is that he's been a part of high school football in these here parts for a long, long, long time, and he's getting ready to hang it up, and regardless of what you may think about him, and a lot of folks didn't always, he made tough decisions sometimes during the course of his career involved with the WPIAL, but you got to tip your hat to him. He kind of, quote, played the game his way, the way that he felt it should be played, and we wish him all the best as he moves on into the, the far end zone, so to speak.
Well, I'm going to tip you off as to a special program that we're going to be airing during the doubleheader Saturday night. Of course, if you're watching the Saturday replay of North Allegheny North Hills, stay tuned because before we get into Monaca Rochester, we have a nice piece with Chuck Heberling that we spent some time in his office earlier this week, and I think you'll appreciate it and like it, and it'll be really interesting to see what the executive director has to say. And Keith, I even asked him about his critics and what he had to say to them. So that'll be between games on Saturday during the replay. Of course, we'll have North Hills, North Allegheny first, followed by Rochester and Monaca.
Chris, of course, we have 1:42 remaining. If you're just tuning in for some strange reason, the game is in its fourth quarter. It's 26-9 with North Allegheny leading the North Hills. Huge, absolutely huge crowd here. Had to be over 7,000, maybe even 8,000 people. They're heading out. They're heading out for two reasons. 1:42 left, 26-9 game, but also I got to tell you, it is getting cold. This game started, and I have to tell you, I was extremely comfortable. It was one of those perfect football nights. My hands are cold. Little nip on the nose now. It is chilly, and maybe why is we have this, we're getting ready to turn the clocks back, and we have this huge full moon peeking down. I don't know if we can see it up out of the clouds in the sky, but we have this huge full moon peeking down upon us, and I have to say that is a playoff moon, and it brings that kind of chill to the air that signals high school championship football. And we'll have it here in WBGN TV.
Well, while we have the moment because of the injury timeout, let's review the scoring in this ball game. With 1:53 to go in the first period, Ray Brinkley returned to punt 64 yards. The extra point kick attempt was blocked. North Allegheny took the early lead 6-0, and then Brinkley came up with an interception inside a minute left in the first period. North Allegheny took control of the ball on the NH-43. They had to punt it away a little bit later, and on that punt, Bob Hepp, hauling in an 80-yard touchdown pass from Brett Zivick. That was 9:23 to go in the second period. North Hills took the lead for the first and only time in this ball game when Jim George kicked the extra point through and made it 7-6 North Hills. That drive went in one play, 80 yards in 9 seconds. But North Allegheny reclaimed the lead. 4:53 to go in the second period. Ray Lewis with a 1-yard run and a 2-point conversion put NA up 14-7. Then with 53 seconds to go in the third, a safety by Tom Shaughnessy of the North Hills defense. He trapped Mike McMahon in the end zone, made it tight. 14-9, NA held on, but now the Tigers have scored 2 consecutive touchdowns. A Ray Lewis 37-yard screen pass from McMahon. The 2-point pass failed. 20-9 North Allegheny, and then with 1:42 to go, McMahon on a 6-yard run, 26-9 North Allegheny's up. We're still waiting for the PAT because of the injury timeout. We have 1:42 remaining in the football game. That's where we are right now. The Tigers have a 26-9 lead over North Hills. And again, the injury timeouts are taking care of the player down on the field right now.
I'll tell you how this pause in the action, not only is the crowd clearing out, but look at this. Even the North Allegheny Tiger is getting a chance to take a break.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You all right, Tiger? You okay? Everything all right? You're not too tired, are you? It's been a tough... All right. Tiger's just taking it easy.
Just throw him some raw meat. He'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. They may think they got a hold of some raw meat tonight, the way they have handled North Hills, particularly their offense against the North Hills defense, doing just about... You tell me if they haven't done just about everything they thought they had to do.
I'm telling you something. They have played the game. They have played the game that they needed to play.
Speaking of another game, I heard Of course, by the time if you see a replay of our game, you might know that Upper St. Clair is beating Mount Lebanon 21-0. The other thing would be interesting to know is that the Fox Chapel Foxes, with a great start that they had on their year, are into a game tonight that if they win, they are in the playoffs. I'm curious to know just what in the world they're doing. What a great surprise that is.
Well, we're going to read it in Post-Gazette tomorrow morning. I'll tell you what, it's a tradition. I go grab it first thing in the morning, Saturday morning, and read all about the high school stuff. Mike White and all of his cohorts do such an excellent job covering high school football here in this area.
Well, that's after, though, you check the stock prices to see how much money you made overnight. Right?
I see how much money you made overnight.
No. Oh, my.
All right, we've got a massive penalty on the extra point. Evidently, the celebration in the end zone, I believe, was the call on the play. I did not see it because the injured player was our chief concern at first. And here comes an extra point. This is going to be a long one. It is up, and it is good. Oh, brother. How about that? Doug Swartz. He had a decent length field goal there, but he put it up and good, and it counts for one. 27-9 is the score as Swartz able to knock it through.
Yeah, and his toe could have cooled off. That was a long break with that injury. That was unbelievable. We've seen some great kicks, though, this year from high school kids, haven't we?
Well, how about that Bethel Park Baldwin game when we saw the kid from Bethel boot that 38-yard field goal with 4 seconds left? How about that one?
38 yards. He just did it. He went pressure, what pressure? Boom, here you go. That still has to be one of the most exciting games we've done here on WBGN TV.
We've had some great ones this year. We want to thank all the coaches, the players, the band directors, the bands, the student athletes, cheerleaders, moms and dads, coaches, administrators, everybody involved. The entire community is involved in high school football, and that's why we do these games.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Chris.
Yeah?
You forgot to thank somebody.
Thanks, Keith.
Well, thank you. And thank you for thanking me, too. Thanks again.
No problem. We're going to thank Mr. Swartz after he kicks off, and he does, and he's going to just scoot it downfield. Pettigrew's going to pick it up.
Oh, look at him go.
Yes, sir.
Look at
40.
This, look at this. Look
50.
at this. Look at this.
Pettigrew, 40. And he's out of bounds on the far side of play. That will stop the clock.
Don't tell Chentis Pettigrew that this game is out of reach. He ain't going to believe it. Look at that run back. Boy, did he had some jets on.
North Hills with the ball at the NA 41 with 1:31 to go. We saw, on a somber note, the ambulance taking the injured player out. We trust that everything's going to be okay. We saw Dr. Patrick DeMeo from AGH, who was our pregame guest and has been all season long, treating the youngster. He, of course, the team doctor for North Allegheny from the Allegheny General Hospital, or North Hills, I should say, for the Allegheny General Hospital Sports Clinic. And now, run down the left side by Paul D. And D is going to advance the football to the 33-yard line with just 1:18 to play.
Listening to the NA coaches on the sideline talk about their strategy and yell some strategies out to their defensive kids out there. They want to give them a little cushion here and let them move the ball, particularly on the ground, because that's going to eat up the clock and work in their favor.
Inside a minute to play now. North Allegheny with a 27-9 lead over arch rival North Hills. And a run down the left side. And a first down for North Hills, and the ball advanced all the way to the 19-yard line. On the carry, Rashawn Lumsday. And well, the bucket just came and got Jim Rankin. And, Keith, you mentioned how cold it was earlier. I bet Rankin's feeling a little chillier than you were.
He doesn't feel that at all right now. I want you to know. He does not feel that at all. Hey, Chris, very, very quickly, as the last couple seconds come down, here's Pat DeMeo from AGH on the sidelines with me. Pat, you were out there with the injury. What was the extent of the injury?
Well, we can't really determine the extent of his neck.
Oh,
take it easy there, Keith.
I almost got injured, okay?
We can't really tell right now. He has some neck pain. Neurologically, he was intact, so we have to take precautions. We have to immobilize him, bring him to the hospital, and get some x-rays and maybe do some other tests.
Just standard stuff, Johnny on the spot.
standard stuff, but you have to take precautions with any neck injuries.
Safety first. Thanks, Pat.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that. We'll see you during the
You're
playoffs,
welcome.
right?
Thank you. Sure.
All right, Pat
Bye-bye.
DeMeo from Allegheny General Hospital. These guys are everywhere. Hey, Pat, too. I've got this pain in my elbow. What do you think Huh? Is it? He wants to charge me. Unbelievable. I thought I'd get some free advice.
You're just looking for a day off anyway.
Oh, boy.
All right, gain of 2 on that out pass to Hep. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. We have 19 seconds left to play. North Allegheny all over North Hills, 27-9. And now a handoff, Pettigrew, 20, and down to the 19-yard line. The clock will wind. North Hills doesn't have any timeouts left.
No, that's just going to be it. They're going to count it down.
That's the way we're going to finish. Final score here tonight at Carl Newman Stadium in Wexford. North Allegheny, the home team, 27, and the North Hills Indians 9. Congratulations to Jim Rankin and the Tigers, the winners of the Quad North Conference here tonight, as they're able to knock down their big rivals who were previously undefeated, 27-9. We're going to be back with a wrap-up of tonight's ball game. Keith will have some on-field interviews. I've got Tim Sullivan's stat sheet here with me. We'll tell you about all the numbers in this ball game. Coming up next, as the post-game show gets underway right after these words on the AGH High School Football Game of the Week on WBGN TV.
It's the most awesome trophy in the world. Longer than 2 football fields, towering over the mighty Ohio. This is the prize of the biggest high school football matchup of the year. It's the bridge game, Monaca versus Rochester, Saturday, October 26th. Be here on WBGN for the AGH High School Football Game of the Week, Monaca versus Rochester, 10 p.m., October 26th. Who will take the bridge?
There are a lot of colleges where you can study television like this. But not at Waynesburg. We study radio and television like this.
We produce, write, and anchor our own newscasts.
We run the radio station.
We shoot news and sports for area television stations. We're working on the show you're watching.
And hey, we made this commercial.
Call Waynesburg College at 1-800-225-7393.
These are windows at the newest hospital in Pittsburgh. They let doctors see through walls and into their patients' future. At the Heart Hospital at Allegheny General, they're giving doctors new ways to see the heart in action. Cardiologist Nathaniel Rychek and heart surgeon George McGovern Jr. use them to better predict who might need heart surgery and who might not. Advanced imaging now lets doctors do some bypass surgery through tiny incisions and even stop a heart attack. By changing how we look at the heart, we're actually changing how we heal it, so we can help patients go home better, not just faster. The Heart Hospital at Allegheny General, a major change of heart.
The Allegheny General Hospital High School Football Game of the Week on WBGN TV is a great place to showcase your business. Advertisers can reach a potential 550,000 households while tying in with high-profile Western Pennsylvania high school football. And WBGN TV brings you the entire game with me, Chris Shovlin, and Keith James calling the action. See the players, cheerleaders, bands, and fans on WBGN TV, the only TV station bringing the action home to you every Friday night. So give us a call and put your business right in the middle of all the excitement this football season. Recognized nationally as the leader in broadcasting high school football, you're watching WBGN TV. A big game here tonight at North Allegheny as the home team wins it 27-9 over North Hills. Individual statistics in this ball game compiled by Tim Sullivan. LeVar Arrington, 20 carries, 83 yards. Brett Zivick, 6 of 15 for 148 yards. Bob Hepp, 4 catches for 121 yards. And Keith, you're on the field right now with a number of the North Hills players and their coaching staff.
I got Bobby Hepp with me, who I want you to know is one fireplug of a player. Bobby, I admire the way you played personally and also your team tonight, but it just didn't turn out. What happened?
Yeah, they're a great team. We were coming back. They had a couple big plays. I don't know, a big play here, a big play there, and we just lost all confidence.
Yeah. Early on, though, you guys were commanding the game.
Yeah, we were driving on them. We got down in their territory. They got tough. They stuck. our defense against the run played great. We got the ball back and made a big play, and we were up early, but I don't know, they're a good team.
Okay. On the other hand, you guys, you're still not a slouch of a team at all, Bobby. You got a good football team, and all this means is you get to have more fun. You get to play an extra playoff game starting next week. How do you feel about the playoff opportunity?
Well, we were looking forward to the bye week and the conference championship, but we got a great coaching staff, a great team. We're ready to play next week, and we're going to come out and do our best.
Thanks, Bobby. Good luck to you the rest of the way down. And now we'll step over here, and we'll see if Jimmy Rankin can join us. Jimmy, we're on the air here. Congratulations to you and your guys.
Thanks.
Early on, it did not look good for you.
No, they played a great game. North Hills came out. Arrington did a good job. Their whole offense and defense, their defense did a spectacular job against us.
After last week, you had to be a little concerned coming into this game because this is a good football team on the other side, and what happened to you last week. What did you do during the week to prepare? What did you use?
We just felt we had to get back to fundamentals, and I know it's a cliche, but what we did is just work our kids and keeping shoulders square, not over-penetrating, and we just had to work on defending Arrington. And then the other kids, 22, made some nice catches. They made some nice throws across the field. And but I thought our kids just played stable football. I mean, they just kept coming. They just kept coming.
Okay, last but not least, I must ask you about a young man named Ray Lewis. What just a super football player on both sides of the ball.
Champions come up with the big plays, and Ray always comes up with a big play. That screen pass was just a spectacular effort on his part.
Yeah.
So that's really the whole thing. I mean, Ray, but all the kids did a nice job. Derek Brinkley made some nice catches, and Randy Lee made some nice catches.
Best part for you guys, you get a week off, then you're into the playoffs, your conference title and everything, and you have an opportunity to go dry off. Now, I know you got all wet, Jim, somehow.
Yeah, they dumped some water on me. This is not the night to do it, but, it's okay. I'll accept it.
All right, go get dry, Jim. Thanks for seeing
Chris.
the playoffs.
Okay.
All righty. There you go, Chris. Back to you, Jimmy Rankin, and, of course, wrapping up another super game here on WBGN TV.
27-9, it goes to the home team. North Allegheny defeats North Hills. Mike McMahon,